Can Evan Engram
Yes.
make the Julius Thomas impact?
Yes, and yes. Evan Engram is going to have a monster year. Okay. I saw what I needed to see out of training camp. I saw the acceleration, the burst, some of the same things that I was looking for in terms of Sean Payton. A Sean Payton offense isn't going to throw the ball vertically to tight ends. You're not going to take a 7-step drop, 2 hitches, and throw a complex downfield shot route to a tight end. But guess what you are going to do? You're going to throw the ball short to intermediate, and you want run after catch players. That is the Sean Payton West Coast offense. In rhythm, get bow completions, put the ball in the hands of playmakers that can break a tackle and utilize acceleration and speed to turn maybe a 5-yard down the field completion into a 58-yard completion, which is what we saw in preseason game 2 from Evan Engram. Proof of concept. You got it. He is a run after catch savant, just like the best in the game right now in terms of run after catch. Certainly at the tight end position, maybe period. And why I loved him so much of the possible fit with Sean Payton was Brock Bowers. Evan Engram is Brock Bowers light. With more experience, with more, he's got more banked reps in the National Football League than even Brock Bowers does. But when you looked at Brock Bowers at the Combine, you didn't see a monster. Like, I was there. I walked right by him. I'm like, oh, is that guy?
Yeah, compared to like what you saw out of Tyler Warren this year.
Tyler
you
Warren,
just see
you look up, you're like,
you see
oh
a
my
mountain.
gosh, is that Thor? Or last year or 2 years ago, Sam Laporta, big tight end, big physical presence. This is the archetype for Sean Payton because it's a run after catch tight end. It's a guy that's got acceleration, burst, break tackles. It's almost like Jimmy Graham. Yep. It's almost as if this is the type of player, and this is why I liked Harold Fannin Jr. in this draft class. It's the really big running back that plays tight end. Like really big. Like 3 inches taller than your average running back and 30 pounds heavier than your average running back. That's what I feel like you get with Evan Engram, and that's what Brock Bowers was, and that's why I coveted him so much when I was covering this draft 2 years ago.
Julius Thomas in his 2013 and 2014 Pro Bowl seasons when he had 12 touchdowns apiece with Peyton Manning throwing him the football. Had 788 yards in 14 games in 2013, 12 touchdowns. He averaged 12.1 yards per reception. He caught 65 balls on 90 targets. In 2014, he was targeted 62 times in 13 games. He managed 43 receptions, 11.4 yards per reception for a total of 489, and those aforementioned 12 touchdowns in back-to-back years, 24 scores over the course of 2 seasons. His long in both of those years, 74 yards in 2013, 35 yards in 2014. I think that is 800 yards good enough for Evan Engram this year?
That would be a great benchmark to set. I think 800 or more would be a wild success.
You walk out and you go, okay, it was worth it.
Sub 800, it would feel underwhelming. If the Shot Mazda texture here 590 and he or she's words are correct that Evan will be on the IR before week 6 comes to fruition, then this is going to be an abject failure. Because that's the question right now. Can Evan Engram stay healthy? My prediction, and health is nothing that you can say. Evan Engram looks like he is a very intelligent, great offseason type of a player at this stage of his career. He is a pro. And that's the thing that I gathered from listening to him speak to the media in his first or second media availability early on in training camp. This guy's a pro's pro. And he understands what his body weight needs to be able to optimize his performance and play longer. And I don't know that Sean Payton's going to overutilize him in roles that he probably shouldn't be overutilized in. Hand in the dirt, blocking power, blocking duo, digging out an NFL 6 technique that weighs 285 pounds and has arms that can swallow you up and give you the the Sub-Zero finish him, Mortal Kombat type deal. I don't think Evan Engram needs to be living that life. And I don't believe that Sean Payton will be having him. The way that I know that, Raj, do you remember when we'd see inside run, which is 9-on-7? It's a run drill. And then during that run drill, there's no receivers or DBs that are a part of that drill. The receivers and DBs were doing one-on-ones. Where was Evan Engram that whole time?
He's doing one-on-ones.
Yeah. He's not going to be asked to be hand in the dirt, tough guy Tuesday guy.
Ingram's best seasons, I think we can agree, 2017, 2020, 22, and 23 are his best years where he plays the most amount of games. He's got, in most of those seasons, he's got north of 700 yards. He's got 4 or more touchdowns in those years. Obviously, the question about him is, I find it funny, especially with that text coming in. Engram will be on the IR before week 6. There's really only been 2 seasons in his 8-year career that have been cut short by injury.
2 of those seasons came in the last 4 years?
No, one of them.
Just one?
Last year. The last time he had a serious, significant in-season injury was 2019.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Jake Butt here, guys. I don't understand the injury-prone tag that is put on Evan Engram right now.
Just
because it happened recently.
It's got to be because
30?
because he's going into what? This is year 9.
This is year 9, and he's 30
year
going
9,
into 31.
And I can't blame the Broncos fan or the skeptic.
He turns 31 on my anniversary, on the 2nd.
Oh, happy anniversary, Raj.
Thanks, buddy.
2nd of what?
September.
Can I have a social security number too?
Sure can.
Okay, thank you. Address? Billings zip code? Do you have the
You know
CVV?
my address.
Do you have the CVV too? Can I get that? Thank you. Secret
Wallet's
code?
right there, coach. Be my guest.
Listen.
You know who handles the finances? Caitlin Marie will handle those.
Yeah. You might need to step
She'll
up.
be on you like white on rice, brother. I won't know for a week, but she'll send me a text like, what just happened on her credit card? I don't know. Coach bought a Lamborghini.
No, it would probably be something ridiculous. Like I bought I imported a European soccer jersey. You'd be like, Sanford.
What's this cost for $94,000 to Sports Teams Unlimited? Oh, yeah, that's the 6th jersey for Valor this year. You know how Notre Dame has gold-encrusted helmets? No, they have platinum at Valor now, and that's going on my credit card.
I love it.
Okay, yards after catch, right? That's how you are going to that's how you're going to base success in the Sean Payton offense for Evan Engram, correct?
Correct.
His yards after catch per reception, the best he's ever had, 8.6 in 2018 when he had 11 games played for 577 yards, 6.4 yards of yak per reception back in 2022. Last year in an injury-riddled season, just 3.2. Numbers got to be north of 6 if we're going to get into the nitty-gritty about that tight end. Yards after catch per reception have to be north of 6. You catch the ball on 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 10, I need to make sure that it is 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or you're getting a first down.
8 yards per, I guess it'd be yards per carry after catch, right?
Yards after catch per reception.
Yeah.
Yak/R.
8 yards or more would be a
Yacker.
It would be a massive success for Evan Engram. And I would argue that would most likely lend itself to an 850 to even 1,000-yard receiving season. I think that Sean Payton is going to force feed this. There's nothing more erotic for an offensive play caller than being one of these guys that has a tight end that goes for over 1,000. God, that's sexy, isn't it?
Would you like to know last year's yak leaders per reception at the tight end position?
Brock Bowers.
No, number 2.
Okay.
5.3 yards per reception.
Was it?
Elite name. One of the best. Maybe a future Hall of Famer. You're going to kick yourself. George Kittle.
He is phenomenal run after catch guy.
6.7 yards led all tight ends last year in yak per reception. Trey McBride, the former CSU stand, is number 3.
And all 3 of those guys, even though George Kittle has a little bit more length, they're kind of in that sweet spot of like 6'3 to 6'4, 238 to 250. Right in that sweet spot. And that's the modern prototype of the position.
Sam Laporta had 5.7 last year. Mark Andrews at 3.4.
It's a big drop off.
So eight's a really big number, and Tucker Kraft is up there with those guys as well. 8's a big number, man. I'm thinking it's 6. If you're looking at very minute stats that should tell the story of a successful offensive year for the Broncos, that's one of them that you can look at. Right? Where are the abilities for the Broncos to get better on offense? Running back, tight end, and then drill it down.
I think you have 2 run after catch, run after contact players at the running back position now. You got 1 at the tight end position. Raj, a year ago, did you have any in the running back or tight end room?
Javonte Williams in his first year, dude,
No,
out of
I'm talking
UNC.
about last year.
No,
Just talking about last year.
No, but you could have. I understand.
Dude, he got hemmed up in space, brother.
I know, but
Hemmed up. It was like, get over here, finish him, and he was like a rope goat. He was a goat that just got roped up and just would hit the ground immediately.
I'm not going to be upset with people last year who were like, yeah, I can see that Javonte Williams still has it. Because prior to the ACL injury, that dude was a yards after contact rusher that used for years. He turned in 3-yard losses into 7-yard gains like it was his job when he stepped onto the scene. And the ACL injury ruined it all. Can you name who the leader in yards after contact per rushing attempt were in the NFL last year?
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley finished at number 6.
Wow.
2 yards after contact per attempt. Number 6.
It wasn't Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, number 1, 2.8 yards.
Yep.
Number 2, Jahmyr Gibbs, 2.4, tied with Bijan Robinson and Josh Jacobs.
Really good.
James Cook comes in at number 5 at 2.3. Total yards in terms of rushing after contact, your leaders last year, Henry at 910, Jacobs at 737, Bijan Robinson at 728, Saquon at 677.
Didn't Saquon if you were just watch the eye test of Saquon Barkley, wouldn't you say there's incredible amounts of run after catch or yards after contact?
I mean, to put it in perspective, the Broncos last year,
probably what did they have, 400 total on the season?
Your rushing leader last year was Javonte Williams at 513.
So Saquon Barkley had over 100 yards more after the first contact than the Broncos' leading rusher had, period.
The whole year.
That's incredible.
The whole entire year.